Yo, new video. We got back day and we hit our upper lats, lower back, and traps. So stay tuned for that. It's a good, complete, full back workout, and it's really easy. No bar movements, no anything. This is very easy for beginners to do. This entire workout. So without further ado, let's get into it. And we started with this lat pullover, which y'all have probably seen me do before. And if you ever wonder what when you see the little abs by your ribs up here, they're not at your abs, but like this that area, your obliques, this exercise is the killer for it. If you want obliques, do this exercise. Not only does it hit your lower lats amazingly, especially with that stretch on the way back, but it'll work the obliques, which is the muscle right over your rib cage. So if you want to also risk or less risk of breaking a rib, train your obliques. Um, Short story, but this isn't just for obliques, it's for your lower lats and amazing for it. And all you really have to do is kind of get about a 75, 70-degree angle with your body as you see I'm doing. And the way you should think about it is when you're pulling, what is the bar aligned with? You know what I'm saying? If you're bent over, it's going to be more aligned with your lower lats. If you're standing straight, it's not going to hit your lats as much. So just find the perfect bend for it. If you bend too much, you're not going to work your lats as much. So just find the sweet spot. It's a little different for everyone because of height differences, of course. Um, but yeah, this is a great exercise. Then we went into lower back extension, which y'all have seen this before. It's just a machine for the lower back I like because I don't deadlift. I don't know if y'all have noticed with these videos, but I don't use bar movements much. I'll maybe do a bench press. I've started doing bench press more, but that's about it. You don't need it. And I feel like I am proof that you don't need it. Um, but I mean, people like big numbers and lifting big numbers, so I get why you do it, but I don't really care for that. Just want to be a big person and healthy. So, yeah. And this lower back extension is great for hitting your lower back if you just control it on the way down. Although, you see the little handlebars I'm holding, if it's really easy to use your arms to just push the weight down and support it. If you really want to just get the singulation in your lower back, don't even touch the handles. Just go back like that. I start holding them towards the end. Or, I mean, I'm holding them the whole time, but I'm not really forcing the weight down with it. I only really start using like my arms as force towards the end where my lower back is starting to give out and I'm just trying to get a few more reps in. Um, but yeah, then we went into a lat pull down and if you this grip specifically, when you do it, keep your elbows bent like this because when you're going up, you s- if you have it like this, there's no lat stretch there. If you put a little bend in the elbows, there's no weight pulling the lat, so you can't really see. But you see just how my lats are widening out way more than just like this. I don't know if you really can see, but basically, make sure you're doing your lat pull downs like that. And I have this bar that's kind of a grip, and I like this bar because it targets or it doesn't work your forearms as much because if you notice with a lat pull down, your forearms might tend to give out before your lats. Um, but with this, I mean, your forearms are getting worked a little bit, but it's a good alternative definitely to get more lat singulation, especially if you don't have wrist straps, which I mean, I have them, but I just didn't really want to set it up. So yeah. Um, but then we went into some shoulder shrugs, and we've been taking, especially that lat pull down, we took it like to failure on a drop set. So what I mean by that is I did like 2 or 3 reps of the highest weight and then went lower and did 2 or 3 more reps of that. Just kept on going down and down and down until I hit a full set of what my max weight would be, if that makes sense at all. So yeah, and when you're doing lat pull downs, make sure you're slow on the way down with that. The like on the way back, the eccentric for lat pull downs is great, which eccentric is the way back on the movement. Eccentric doing the movement, eccentric on the way down. Eccentric is so great because when you're putting it down, you just feel the greatest stretch in your lats, especially if you keep your elbows bent like this a little bit and just go up like this. You'll notice it, I promise. Um, so yeah, and y'all don't see me do lat pull downs a lot, I feel like, but they're great. That doesn't mean you shouldn't not do them. It's just for me personally, I have way more upper lat development than lower lat. So therefore, I'm not going to do a lat pull down because lat pull down mainly hits this upper lat area right here, while the push down hits this lower lats. So that's why y'all have seen me do lower lat movements on my back days mainly. But we're gonna get back into working. It's not like I'm not training my upper lats, but I more so do movements that hits both of them. So my lower back can kind of keep or catch up to my upper back because I would probably have some crazy wings right now if I started training my lower back from the start. And that's why I'm making these videos for y'all, so y'all don't make my mistake. Because for the first, I've been working out for 4 years now. In the first 2 years, I'd say, I had no clue what I was even doing. And I missed out on so many gains that I could have now. And like I'm noticing the effect now from not starting training it 2 years ago. And only a couple years ago did I start recently training it. So you see what I'm getting at here? But yeah, anyways, enough with the yapping. Hope y'all like this video. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.